Yeah. Look, you got a big old leech. Alright, come here, Monty. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's okay. Come on. Monty escort service. Here you go, pal. Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a beautiful day. It is warm and sunny out again. Right, Monty? Monty has invited me out on another camping trip. You stuck there, Monty? Come here, Monty. Come here. Come. He's struggling in this deep snow. He prefers to follow. But it is beautiful outside, and Monty's got a brand new pair of pants on, so we thought we'd get out today. We're not getting crazy tonight. We're going to sleep under the stars. It's beautiful, clear. It's not cold. So we're just going to cook up some delicious food tonight. Man, I've never been to this place before, and it is thick. We already had to cross that one stream. It was really shallow. I got the muck boots on, so it wasn't a big deal. I just carried Monty across. But, well, we're going to get going a little bit further and set up our spot. I'm going to try to find a nice clear spot tonight because, like I said, we're sleeping under the stars and it's supposed to be clear. So I would love that beautiful view of the stars at night. So let's get going. Come on, Monty. Lost the snowshoe. this is gonna be the spot next to cute little stream number 2. That wasn't the same stream as the first stream. It was a different one. This one was a little easier to cross. So we're gonna get set up here. This is our spot, Monty. What do you think? What do you think about camping? Huh? What do you think? Oh yeah. Here's the camera, buddy. Alright. So first thing we gotta do is start digging. There's a nice little stream there in case I need to wash anything off. Pretty thick there. I'm trying out a new sled and it's pretty long. And it's fun to weave in and out of trees. So first thing we're going to do is, since it's so close to that stream here, I'm going to dig it out and see if it's swampy underneath or if we've got solid ground. Right, Monty? We need to make sure we're not going to be sleeping in bog. Okay. Looks solid. Looks solid. That's good news. That's good news, Monty. So we're going to take off the snowshoes. The snow isn't super deep in this exact spot, so that's nice. Last week, there's some pretty darn deep snow. Monty, what's this? Ah, I'm gonna get you, Monty. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. He's not about that. So we're just gonna dig out a spot. We're sleeping under the stars tonight, so all I gotta do is clear out a space for us to lay out the pads and have a fire. So that's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna get cutting some firewood. And there should be plenty of that around. There is trees, down trees, standing trees, everything all over the place. Hey there, Monty. Yeah. 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 Good enough. That'll do. That'll do. If I just dig out this a little bit. Okie dokie. Plenty of space. Hey, Monty. Alright, so we've got our spot dug out. Nothing crazy. Gonna have our fire in that little low spot there. It's just beautiful out. Monty's over there chilling next to the stream, but now we need some firewood. Time to get firewood. Monty, let's do it. Bonus branch. Bonus branch. Mike, do you want a stick? Do you want a stick? Yeah? Alright. Get you a nice stick, okay? Oh yeah. Well, that's a little... That's not gonna be good. It's too spiky. It's too spiky, Monty, right there. But you don't care. It's just... That'll work. Ready? Go ahead. Alright, so I just gotta process up some firewood now. But before I do that, I'd like to get air mattresses blown up in case Monty wants to chill. And he can do that. So let's blow up an air mattress. Air mattress, air pad. I scraped my chin pretty good on a stick. Oh, it's beautiful out. It is beautiful out. I was smart today, hiking in. Last time it was about the same temperature and it was sunny out last week, and I put my, because I used a backpack, I didn't use a sled, so I just had to wear my black jacket. And oh man, was I just sweating. It was disgusting. I was so warm. This time, I was like, you know what, I'm going to use the sled even though I'm going through the unknown and some thick stuff. And yeah, a lot better. I didn't sweat because my top is a little, I'm a little chilly when I'm just standing there. And I was breathing good. This is my only layer on, so worked out pretty well. One done, one to go. I'm just going to get both air mattresses, air pads, whatever you want to call them, blown up right away this time. Because why not? There was a time when these aren't the most compact, tiny pads that you can bring out. I used to use the Neo Air Trekker, which is it's not as thick and it's not as wide. It's very skinny, and you know, relatively their pack size and their weight is not much different. The only difference is you have to blow up about 3 times as much air in this thing. And when I first made the switch, because mine, I actually broke it. When I made the switch at first, and I was used to blowing up the other one, I started blowing up this one. Man, it was ridiculous. I'd get all lightheaded. I mean, I have good lung capacity and stuff, but still, I'd like try to blow it up super fast like I used to, and I used to hate that. That used to be my least favorite part about any camping at all, was just blowing up that air pad. I was just like, I just really dislike blowing up the air pad, but now it's not a big deal. I don't mind it. even this big, oversized air pad. But it is very comfy. It's like an air mattress. It really is. Here you go. It is done. Monty, what is that? What is that? Is Dad being weird? Is Dad being weird? The wacky inflatable flailing tube thing. I know. Dad's not right in the head, Monty. It's okay. You can go back to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I disturbed you. Position yourself, Monty. Come on, you got this whole air pad. All right, right there. Lay down. There you go. All right. You just gotta center yourself. You gotta center your butt. All right. All right. Let's process some firewood, Monty. You wanna help? You know, why do I even ask you? You don't wanna help. You just wanna relax. Let's process all this firewood. Some of it, like that, is pretty punky. I probably don't need to saw that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I don't need to, Monty. Now that's solid. Probably still don't need to process it. Or, that is not solid. That is solid. Let's cut that one, Monty. Let's do it. Do you want your... You never found a stick. Did you find your stick, Monty? I knew exactly where I threw it. You want Dad to go get your stick and throw it for you? Alright. I'll get it for you. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Dad's got your stick. Do you want it? Do you want it? This is the Monty, yes. Do you want it? He does. Do you want it? Okay, to be fair, I'm asking him. Ready? Stop it. Stop saying yes. I get it. I'm asking him, what do I expect? I don't think Monty knows the word no. He definitely knows yes. Alright. Oh yeah. Monty, bring me that stick, I'll throw it for you. Come on now, Monty. Come on. Show 'em how you mommy. Come on now, boy. Bring your stick back now. It's so peaceful out. Monty, bring me a stick. Bring it here, Monty. Bring it here. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Bring it here, Monty. Bring it here, Monty. Bring it here, Monty. Bring me that stick. Bring me that stick. Come on now. Come on. Bring me that stick. It's my stick right now. Bring it back to me. I lost it. Please, bring me that stick. Come on. Bring me that stick. Come on. Bring it here. Bring it here. Bring it here. Come on. You can do it. Bring me that stick. Bring me that stick, Monty. You can do it. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good boy. That's a good. Do you want it? Oh. Relax there, Jethro. Where'd it go, Monty? Ready? Ah. Monty. Ah. Monty. Monty. Yeah. It only works so many times. I know, Dad's a meanie. Alright, I'm gonna finish sawing all this up. You don't need to watch me saw up every log. Unless you want to. You want to watch me saw up every log? If you want to, I could give you, 15 minutes, 20 minutes straight of me just... Nah, you don't need to see all that. I'll catch you at the next step. It is pretty wet. At least that section is. It's not all the way soaked. I mean, it'll burn once I get a fire going. Definitely not going to want to start with this stuff. But I already got it here. There's only 2 more cuts. That's definitely punky stuff. But it's okay, I got plenty of solid wood there. See how fast I can rip through these? When it's just punky stuff. Just ripping right through it. Alright. Yeah, that's punky. Alright, let's split some stuff up. Give me that stick. Give me that. Get your stick, Monty. Go get your stick. Go get your stick. Go get your stick. Get your stick, Monty. Go ahead. Try to strike this bad boy if we can get it to stand up. Oops. Oh. Is anybody watching? That was slaughtered. Not my best splitting. And the professional splitting continues. Alright. There's no way I'm going to need all this. These last 2 and then I'm done. Alright, this is it. This is the last one. I don't even need this fire for warmth. This is just for cooking. Okay. Okay, Matthew, that's plenty of firewood. I think we got the job done. Oh. Hey, Monty. It's getting cold. It's getting cold. It's getting dark. It's getting dark. time to put on the jacket and take off the aviators. That's right. Get this bad boy on here. Ooh, doggy. It's getting a little cold. I had a lot of firewood there. Did I mention I have a good amount of firewood? I hope I did, because I sure do. Alright. Well, while it's still light out, we're going to get dinner somewhat prepared, because we're losing daylight quick. And I'd like to dice up my food in the light. So let's get that stuff on. Okay. Alright, let's start with dicing up the potato. Let's get this bad boy cut down the middle. We're just gonna do it into little smaller pieces here so it cooks quick. Next, let's cut up some onion. Got a little skin on there. Keep all that off to the side. Alright. I don't mind the core of the onion. I'll leave it in there. Extra flavor, you know? And we'll just add that into our pot. There's that. Now we've got to add a couple cloves of garlic. I do love garlic. Get that garlic diced up. Now I'm not going to do it super fine. I'm going to leave it in kind of bigger chunks because I don't mind having a nice big bite of garlic when I'm eating. It does not bother me at all. I look forward to it. Look forward to those big bites of garlic. Add that on in there. There we go. And to our potatoes, onions, and garlic, we're going to add some black pepper. I like extra black pepper. And then we are going to add in some salt. Don't do too much salt. You don't want to over salt. You don't want to under salt to get it just right. Just a pinch. There we go. Now we're going to add in a nice chunk of butter. It's going to be a little bit frozen here, but oh, it cut through pretty good. Alright, and now that is ready to be thrown on the fire and cooked up. So we'll set that off to the side. Alright, I did not pre-wash my green beans. Whoops. So we are just going to rinse them off here in this really cold stream. That's chilly. Oh, that's cold. We're going to call that good. Oh, that's cold. Cold hands. Now I know it looks like a lot of green beans, but Monty is going to have his fair share of green beans. Oh, that is chilly. It's cold. Oh! We're almost losing green beans. But we're not. Oh, that is cold. Cold on the old hands there. One more batch of green beans. We're gonna be eating, Monty. We're gonna be eating some green beans tonight, buddy. Oh, that feels good. Oh yeah, I love the way that feels on my hands. Oh, these guys are going numb. All right, let's chop them up. Well, that's wonderful. I just was hurrying to get my green beans and was climbing back out of the stream and slipped on the ice here and just fell right on my ass. So now I've got a DSLR that is full of wet snow because it went right into the snow, and I don't know if you can see, I gotta clear up the snow, but yeah, those are green beans. Those are green beans that went under the ice because I fell and broke through. Oh man, what am I gonna do with myself? Monty was all concerned. I'm sorry, Monty, to make you upset. Well, now I've got to clean this camera off and try to get as much snow and ice off this as I can. Oh, good job, Matthew. Good job. Well, so far that's the worst thing I've done to my camera. Stuck it right in the snow and splashed up some water. I guarantee you it's not going to be the worst thing that ever happens to it, but so far that was the worst. It's all, I got most of the moisture, moist of the moisture off. I got most of the moisture off, but there's all the buttons on the back side were all caked with snow and the dials on top, so it's pretty wet around those. I think it'll be fine, especially because it's going to be really cold, and when I get it home, I'll just be sure to like air it out and be careful, but wish me luck. Let's hope this camera doesn't die or short out. Let's get back to cutting up green beans. Okay. We've got our cleaned off green beans. Now I'm only gonna cut off the one end. So I'm just gonna grab them all from one way. The water's already freezing. We'll just do it like that. Then we've got our pan here. And we'll just throw them right into the pan. How's that work? How's that working? Let's get the rest of the green beans. These beans are getting frozen. That'll happen when you're out winter, when you're cooking, when you're winter camping. You're cooking when it's cold out, below freezing. Your stuff's gonna freeze up. Makes sense. It makes sense. Ooh, we don't want to lose that much of a green bean, or that much. Alright, now we've got our green beans right there. Oh joy. Let's add another Let's add some more butter. We'll save a little extra in case something gets real sticky. Whoops, that went in the snow. So we've got the butter for that. And I know I'm using lots of butter, but you don't want your stuff to burn too much to the pan, especially when you're cooking over a fire. It'll happen. So we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of salt. Not as much salt as the potatoes, just a touch. And again, we're going to add some pepper. I like lots of pepper. So there we go. Now we'll set that off to the side. Monty, you want a stick? You want me to throw a stick? Go get it. Go get it. Well, now that that ordeal's over with, I can't believe I slipped it. I wasn't expecting it at all. Just poof. Oh, that's too good. Oh, man. That's okay, though. She's gonna survive. Camera over there. Old Bessie. Or new Bessie, not old Bessie. Monty, you got that stick? Yeah? Give it to me. Give it to me. But we're gonna get sparking up a fire here, and we're gonna let it burn down pretty good. Get a nice coal bed, because we gotta cook a big old steak. Oh, did you get stuck? His legs gave out. But we gotta cook that big old steak up, and I want a nice coal bed. I want to cook it really good this time. I want to take my time. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on the coals yet or on the grate. I think I can cook it a little bit better and control it if I do it on the grate, but we'll see. We'll get to that point when we get there. Well, let's spark up a fire. Alright. Let's get this fire sparked up here. Put down some sticks. Get out our little bundle of birch bark here. Get this bad boy started. Oops. That don't matter. Ain't going out now. That'll do us good for a little while. Alright, so now what we're going to do is let this burn down, get a nice set of coals, and then we're going to get to cooking. It's going to be so good. It is going to be so good. We're cooking a classic meal today. Yeah, Dad gets a chair and you get a pad. That's how it works. Oh, good job, Matthew. Oops. upside down. Oh gosh. Monty. You know what, Monty? You know what I need? You know what I need? What to use right now? One of these beers. Right here. Let's just relax. Oh. Okay. There we go. There we go, Monty. That's a good boy. You don't like me, Monty? You don't like Dad? Come on. Right here. Come on. Come here, Monty. I'll give you all the treats in the world if you come here. Come here. Come on, lay down. You're going to get steak tonight. Come on, lay down. Come on. Lay down. So I need help, guys, with a philosophical question. What am I doing right now? Spring started. It is officially spring, but it's below freezing and there's feet of snow still. So I think it's still winter camping, but it's technically spring. So this is technically spring camping. So I don't really know. I'm going to call it winter camping, I guess. But I want to know what you guys think. Is this spring camping or is this winter camping? Do we go off of dates and times, or do we go off of what's actually out here and what's going on? Because this is still winter. There, I mean, look at how deep the snow is right there. It's as deep as Monty is. It's still as deep as he is. You know, that's not very spring-like. And it's getting cold. I'm ready to put on some more layers. It's chilly. Monty's feet had like 2 inches of hair coming out of them, and it was making some big snowballs. So I decided to trim up his feet, and then Funk saw me doing that, so she started like combing him out and grooming him, and then all of a sudden she just got really into it and just trimmed up his pants, the backs of his legs. She pretty much just went on a full-blown grooming and just groomed him out. So now he's pretty, he's handsome, he's all groomed out. So guys, I'm sorry I haven't been right on top of doing those the most recent giveaway. I've still got things I've got to do and styles of camping. Now I really was planning on doing a pasty tonight, and I didn't want to just go out and buy a pasty and reheat it over a fire. You know, that's not what I'm out to do. I'm out to like cook it from scratch. So I was looking into making dough, and I'm going to bring out all the insides, and I'm going to fold it up, and I'm going to make a pasty, and that's my plan right now. Carrie Berry, that was your idea. But, you know, the dough has to raise. You have to let it sit for like 20 minutes, and if I let dough sit out for 20 minutes out in this temperature, it's going to freeze. It's not going to go right. And same thing with pizza. If I want to make pizza dough from scratch, it's going to do the same thing. So I'm kind of, you know, not sure if I want to make the dough. I think I'm going to have to make the dough at home and just bring it out for those meals, which, you know, it is what it is. I really wanted to make it from scratch out here, but I just don't think it's going to work out. I don't know if it will. I could try it. And I could either succeed or fail and just have like a frozen dough paste thing. But we'll see. We'll see what I try, what I do. Only time will tell. But I definitely want to make the things from scratch. Let's see if Monty is willing to eat. Is he willing to eat? Get over here. Get over here. It's very rare to see the Monty eat dry kibble because, as we all know, Monty prefers the finer things in life, like ribeye steak, pork chops, bacon, venison, raw venison bones, fire roasted chicken, fire roasted lamb. So if we can get him to eat some kibble right now, is that what you want? That's a good boy. Eat that kibble up. We did. We got him. He was hungry. You eating your dinner now? It's a good boy. See, now that he's eaten, I can't move. I can't grab wrappers. I can't move around. I've just got to let him be him and eat that. Eat as much as he can before I move again. Want some light? Is that better? Is that better, Monty? You ate your food, Monty? That's a good boy. All right. Let's keep building our coals up. We've got a coal bed to build. Alright, it's time for Matthew to throw on some layers. Matthew's got his bed here, and Matthew wants layers. I'm going to move your bed for just a second, okay? Just a second. Because see, when I'm sleeping at night, I like to be toasty. I'm not talking like warm. I'm talking toasty. I like to be warmer than I need to be. So I've got this extreme cold bag, which is rated for -40. And I got sleeping bag liners, and I wear thermals. Now generally, I need to shed layers at night, which is better than wishing you had more layers, in my opinion. I like to just shed layers and be a little warm. Right, Monty? Do you prefer shedding? Monty never needs to shed. Monty's always just perfect at night. His little sleeping bag with his wool blanket on his sleeping pad. I'll get it back out for you. Don't you worry. Let's do it, Monty. Let's layer up. Layer up. See, I like to do this little balancing act to get my clothes on. So I can keep my bibs in my boot. Ooh, balance, balance. Get it, get it. Ooh, oh. We lost a little balance there, Monty. patiently waiting like a good boy. I'm all layered up. Get out that good old headlamp. It's saying I don't have very good battery charge. That's okay. It'll be good enough. Alright, let's see if we can sneak attack him with a wool blanket. I'm coming to get you, Monty. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. With warmth. I'm coming with warmth. I give it 2 minutes and he's not having it. He's settling in. Oh yeah, it's gonna be beautiful out tonight. Last week the moon wasn't out though. That made for some crazy stars. The moon is out a little, there's a little sliver of it this week. That'd be a little unfortunate, but it'll still be a good show. Up. We're just waiting for a nice cold bed to form. We want a really nice cold bed tonight. Get it, Monty. Get that stick. I'm just throwing the stick for Monty. He's struggling today. Get it, Monty. Alright, let's go, Monty. Come on, right this way. Alright. Now let's see if it's light. Let's see if it's lit up enough for Monty to retrieve this. Get it, Monty. You can do it, Monty. Get it. Get it, Monty. Get the stick. Get it, Monty. Get it, Monty. Get it, Monty. Get the stick, Monty. Get the stick, Monty. Get it, Monty. Get it. I don't know what more I can do for him. You get 2 more tries. If you don't retrieve the stick, get some scent. Yeah, scent it up. Get some scent on it. There you go. Okay, get some of that slobber. There you go. Alright. Get a stick, Monkey. Come on. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Come on. Monkey. What the heck? Come on, Deep Room. That stick. Oh, this dog. Sometimes he's the fetching champion, And sometimes he's the thanks for participating player. Monty, what are you doing? Give me that stick. He keeps there's a deer trail right there. Alright, I give up. He obviously doesn't want to play fetch right now. Alright, we've developed a beautiful coal bed for cooking. So now we're just going to move some stuff around. She's still burning pretty hot, but I'm getting hungry, so we're not going to let this go all night. Alright, that'll spark back up in no time. Okay. Now, one thing you want to make sure to do when you're using this grate is stabilize it. I have been known to drop some food in the fire, and an unstable grate will increase your chances of that. So she's stable. All right, let the cooking commence. All right, so we've got the green beans and we've got the onions and potatoes over here. These are going to take longer to cook than the green beans. So we're going to keep the onions and potatoes on the hotter side of the fire, stirring them constantly. This one we can throw off to the side if it gets a little too warm. This butter, we need to get down to the bottom, let that melt a little bit, otherwise we're going to get some burnt stuff, which when you're cooking over a fire, you know, you can't do it perfect. You're going to get what you're going to get. And you'll get a little char on there, but it's all going to be delicious. And this is not the biggest grate. So as far as cooking the steak goes, what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to cook these most of the way, at least the green beans, and we're going to keep putting them off to the side, and we're going to cook the steak on the grate. If we cook it on the coals, you know, you can do that. It's just a very big steak, and I would prefer to cook it up on this grate so I can control the heat a little bit more. So that's what we're going to try to do. Alright, so those are cooking nice and fine. It seems the butter is melting better on this one, but this is our 2-pound porterhouse steak right here. This thick bad boy right here. It is a little bit frosty, cold, and frozen, so we're going to stick this in between the fire and the reflector and let it get a little warmed up before we start cooking that one. Oh, we've got an interested Monty. We've got a Monty. Gotta watch out for your Monty. Alright, see, like I was saying, those are going to go off to the side. These potatoes and onions, this is going to take longer to cook. So this is going to get the main heat right now. Ooh, this is going to be good, Monty. You excited for this, Monty? I'm excited for this. Oh, it's going to be so good. I love eating food over a fire. Get my gloves a little hot, Monty. Get them a little hot. You want this right here? You want this? You want this? Oh, smoke. feel the heat. Oh. I tried to hold out, Monty. Ah. This is already sticking, and I've got you saw me put a good chunk of butter in there. If you got too hot of a fire like that, and there's a big flame, it doesn't matter how much butter you put in there, it's gonna burn. It's gonna stick to the bottom. So we're just gonna pull it off and move it to the side for a second here. That's a good boy. And that's why we got extra butter, though, in case we need it for these puppies. These puppy dogs. Hey, Monty? If he, oh shoot, if he senses that he's getting a steak, then there's a good chance he won't want anything to do with green beans. So we need to trick the Monty into eating green beans first, and then the Monty will get steak. You must trick your Monty if you want him to obey you. These green beans were frozen solid since I cut them up and put them on this fire. Just a little unfortunate. And this right here, whoop, that's hot. Gotta watch out for that. I need a glove. Alright guys, this is what I'm talking about. When I drop stuff in the fire. That was close. That wasn't a true fire drop because everything's still in this pan. Get a little bit more snow here. Alright, now it's good. These are not burning to the pan yet. That's good. Good news. Ooh, that's going to be good stuff right there. Oh, I'm really good at losing stuff in the fire. We lost a little potato, maybe a little onion. Hopefully we didn't lose a piece of garlic. That'd be tragic. There's only 2 cloves, and I like extra garlic. I should have brought out more garlic, but you know what? I did. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know? Oh yeah. Look at these green beans, yeah. They're looking good. Everything's frying. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Monty. Oh yeah. That's a hot fire. Woo. Put a few more pieces of wood on there. Stoke her a little bit. Oh no, did we lose a green bean? Ow! Still got a ways to go. Our potatoes are cooking just fantastically. There's a little char on there. I do not mind that at all. Green beans sizzling. Ooh. Could probably use a little bit more butter in those potatoes, but you know what? Since we're low on butter, we're going to add a little bit of snow, and that'll keep them from sticking pretty hard. Alright, so everything is cooking great. So what it needs, it is time to get out our beautiful, delicious steak. yeah. Ooh, she's gonna be good. Alright, here's our beautiful, delicious 2-pound porterhouse steak. I'm just gonna sprinkle some of this Montreal steak seasoning on here. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Oh yeah. I mean, look at how thick this thing is. Look at that. That is a thick steak right there. That's how I like to cook my steaks. I like them to be thick. Get the other side. Alright. It is time to embark on a mission of cooking a delicious fat steak. Alright. Okay. Potatoes are cooking good. Green beans are cooking good. So for the green beans, since these aren't going to take as long to cook as anything else, we're going to move all the stuff off here for a minute, because something beautiful needs to be laid upon this grill, and that is a 2-pound porterhouse steak. So these potatoes are going to sit here. The green beans we're just going to put off to the side because these do not take much to cook. We're going to try one. They're about cooked. These are good. So we're going to keep our green beans warm. Let's check out our potatoes quick. Let's take a big chunk. Let's see. Still got a little bit to go. Alright. So we're going to keep stirring our potatoes. We're going to keep our green beans close. And we're going to just deliciously flip this porterhouse. Now, there's 2 ways I know of cooking steaks. There's the way where you sear it on one side, flip it, sear it on the other, it's done. And then there's the way my dad taught me, which is you constantly flip it and monitor it and keep checking it constantly for thickness. You do it by feel, you keep flipping it, and that's the way I prefer. I honestly prefer a thick steak, and I prefer to flip it constantly. So let's flip this guy. It's a little bit trickier over the fire. Flip this. Let's see here. Let's turn on my light. See, it's not too dark on one side. When you do the method where you just flip it once and then it's done, you get a lot darker on one side before you flip it. When you're doing the method that I prefer, where you just constantly flip it, it just slowly gets warm on both sides and slowly cooks. And personally, I feel it's easier to monitor. Monty, get your head out of here. No one can see the steak. I think it's easier to monitor when you're doing the constant flipping. And especially when you cook thick steaks. You know, there's a lot of steaks out there that are that thin. I want them like that. I want them 1.5 inches minimum to 2 inches. And if you look at this steak, that right there is 1.5 inch steak. At least. That's 1.5 inches right there. That's not a 1-inch steak. That is 1.5 inches. Look at that fat thing. Let's zoom in on that. I mean, look at that thing. That is a thick steak right there. Thick. And you know, another thing is when you're out here cooking in the wintertime, when you're cooking steaks over a fire, it's hard to monitor. You want a steak to be room temperature when you cook it. That makes it easier to cook. It makes it easier for the center to get up to room temperature, so if you want a rare steak, it's better off. Out here, they freeze up. So there's no way to monitor and get that thing up to room temperature. So flipping it constantly helps a little bit with that. Oh, this smoke is killing me. If you see my face, if you can see my face, I got tears in my eyes. I'm sitting over this thing. It is so, the smoke is just, I'm struggling by putting this on here because it's gonna make the flame. It's very obvious. So we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful. We gotta flip her constantly. Let's give her a flip. Oh, look at that thing. Look at that thing. Monty, you just be happy that I'm your owner. So let's throw in our chunk of butter to keep our potatoes from going to charness. That'll keep them cooking, and that will keep them from burning completely. Now when you're cooking a big thick steak, you do not want flames on it. That will mess up your steak. You want a nice constant heat, not a sporadic hot heat. I don't like this flame. We're moving our porterhouse to the other side. Well, I put some new batteries in that light for the camera, and boy, did that make a difference. Oh, so we're cooking. Monty is very intrigued with our cooking. Keep these off to the side for heat. We know that the green beans are done. We're doing our best, Monty. We're doing our best to keep these off to the side. You want to try one? Yeah. We know those are good. So we just got to be careful of our steak now. I'm so excited, Monty. It's going to be so good. Monty, do you deserve to have steak? Do you deserve to have steak? Do you think it's okay that you're in the middle of the shot, blocking the camera from all the cooking and everything? Is it okay that you're doing that? You're blocking everything, Monty. No one can see anything but your face. Your face. Alright, you need to back up. Let's back up. That's a good boy. It's feeling pretty good, Monty. to do much more. She's about done. You know what, Monty? Let's give her the test. Let's give her a cut test. Alright. This fire is too hot. This thing is going to be done. My hands. Let's cut her. Oh. Alright. That is so hot on my hands. It's still got a little bit to go. We still got to cook it. Ooh, that flare-up got me. That would be singed finger hairs. Oh, that got me. This steak has got a little ways to go. Alright, we're going to spritz some snow on the fire. It's getting too hot for my steak. I don't like it. We don't want a burnt steak. We want a perfectly cooked steak. This little chunk's probably done. Oh yeah. Alright, let's check for doneness one more time. Let's do it. Okay. She's perfect. Steak is done. Let's get it off the fire and let's get ready to eat. We're going to move to this serving platter here. Green beans. We will also move to the serving platter. And potatoes. Let's move these to the serving platter. So what we're going to do is we're going to give Monty his portion of green beans. And steak. Oh, that is definitely done. Ooh. Monty, you're such a lucky dog right now. That is medium rare steak for sure. Oh, I mean, look at that. We're gonna give Monty. Oh, you know what? I need to try this right now. Oh. Monty's such a lucky dog. some chunks right there. You just be happy, Monty. I'm giving you some serious steak right now. I can only give you so much, Monty. Alright. This is your last chunk. That's it. That's all you get. Okay. Monty, come here. Come here. Over here. Stay. No. Sit. 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 Alright, ladies and gentlemen. This is a delicious steak, green beans, and potatoes meal. Monty, you ready for this? I'm ready for this. Go ahead. Alright, let's do this. Let's start with a chunk of steak first. Look at that. That is rare. That is rare. If you like rare steak, let me know. Because I do. Where am I, Monty? It's so good. No. I give Monty at least half pound of this. He deserves it. I want this super rare piece. Some of you out there are like, oh, that's not cooked enough. You know what? To us that like rare steak, that juicy reddish pink piece, I hope that picks that up. This is so good. I really don't want to share much of this. Go ahead, get it. But I will because I love that dog. It's so tender. I know you want more. I'm gonna let you gnaw on the bone a little bit. You ready for this, guys? Because Monty is about to get his. This is just me being very generous to the Monty. Go ahead, Monty. Get it. Get it, Monty. Yeah, get it, Monty. Get it, Monty. You don't be afraid. You show him. You show him you want that meat. Go ahead, Monty. Come on. Don't be afraid. Oh, you're gonna get it, Monty. You're gonna get it. 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 Get it, Monty. Get it. No. All right. I need to clean up. Enough is enough. Burning up some firewood and doing some dishes. All right. Push on. Alright, Monty. Time to get ready for bed. Oh, sorry, Monty. Sorry, Mr. Monty. It's yours, Monty. Oh, Monty, wait. Don't do that thing. Come on. Monty, come on. Monty, come on. Lay down. Well, that's a good boy. Are you getting zipped into a sleeping bag right now, Monty? Because you're a stinky butt boy. Alright, yeah, you ate some steak and some green beans and some your own dog food. You got some good stuff today, okay? You know you did. That's why you're being a good boy. Mr. Monty. Mr. Monty. That was delicious. I am full. Monty, little cute Monty here. I don't know if he's full. He's never full. He's never satisfied. He's always wanting more. You cute little turd nugget. Anyways, so I think I'm going to crawl in my sleeping bag here because the fire's burning down. I ate good food. I'm full. I'm tired. Ready for bed. Ready to sit up and look at these stars. So I'm going to take off my clothes. I'm not going to record me doing it. I'm just going to crawl in my sleeping bag and go to bed. So I will catch you guys in the morning. Good night, everybody. Good morning, Monty. Hi, Monty. Is that a good boy? You ready to get up, Monty? Ready to get up? Oh, I can't get you with one arm. Alright, be free. Be free. Look at that Matty dog. Good morning. It's a beautiful sunny day. Monty's immediately going looking for scraps. I slept so good last night, so I need to get up, get some clothes on, and put on some sunglasses. It's a sunny one. Alright, getting up. Monty, we slept in. That's entirely your fault. There's no way it was me. You were just like, I want to sleep, Dad. I want to sleep longer, Dad. Oh, we slept in a little bit. All thanks to Monty. Mr. Monty. It was his fault. I swear. It was Monty's fault. Right, Monty? You're just he's a big sleepy bear. Anyways, we're going to get packed up and head out of here. No breakfast today. Got some things to take care of. So, let's get packing. Right, Monty? Let's get packing. Let's get packing. Monty. Need the final piece of the puzzle. Hi, Monty. Hey, Monty. That's it. Alrighty, guys. Well, I sure hope you enjoyed today's video. It wasn't anything crazy. It was just an overnighter under the stars. It's beautiful out. But we're going to get going. So, as always, if you like today's video, hit the like button. If you want to see more stuff like this, hit the subscribe button. And I will catch you guys at the next video. Let's go. Come on. Come on.